Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another first listen review. What we have on the books today, I guess, is the new one from the band Metalite. It is the album entitled Expedition 1, fourth album. I kind of found these guys, discovered them for myself here, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, I guess. This is their fourth album, so I can't remember exactly which one I got first. They've got a bunch of singles, and they have a live album out that I've listened to. Actually, it's kind of funny. I was just listening to one here just a few months ago, not even realizing this was on its way out, but picked it up, and you know, hearing them before, I kind of knew what to expect from these guys, and I pretty much got exactly what I was thinking I was going to get. It's got a lot of positives. It's extremely well produced, extremely well performed. The songs are very well written. That are very catchy. It's like, if you've never heard this band before, I would describe it, and if I wasn't going to try to compare them to another band, I would describe it as power metal with synth pop elements and ABBA style. Well, I just compared them, but big choruses. The harmonies are ABBA-like. I want to say it sounds like ABBA, and you know, mislead anybody, but they have very textured background vocals. Now, if I was to compare it to another band, the very first band that comes to mind is Amaranth, or Amaranthi. I'm not actually sure how you pronounce that, but I've actually been listening to that band forever. The difference is they have one single vocalist, a female vocalist, and she sings, instead of like with Amaranthi or Amaranth, however you say it, has also a clean male vocalist and a harsh vocalist. There's none of that going on here. But yeah, so this is, I think this is supposed to be some type of concept album, although I have no idea what the concept is. I could be wrong there. I don't know. I didn't really pick up on what it actually was. But as far as the songs go, I know they get compared to you know, bands like Within Temptation and Delane and stuff like that, but I don't really hear that much. They do have the heavy guitars, and there's heavy riffing going on, and a lot of, like, everything. The solos in these are, you know, power metal style solos, and the production is that style. Although as far as you know, like what they actually sound like, the only thing I guess Within Temptation on their last album were experimenting a little bit more with symphonic stuff and synthesizers, and it's almost like they're trying to sound like Within Temptation is kind of changing their style to sound more like this. Or just being more experimental. I mean, I'm not trying to say they're trying to sound like this band, but they're trying to open up, broaden their horizons. Whereas as Metalite has pretty much just started out sounding like this. They've always had that mixture, and I can see where it's not for everyone. If you're going in, if you like really heavy music and like the big, you know, gothic metal, you know, symphonic metal, it's really not that. It's more pop oriented, and it's very upbeat, very upbeat. There's 16 tracks on here. It's like over an hour long. There's one real ballad on here called "In My Dreams," which is really good. Actually, really like the guitar playing in that one. And then there's another instrumental one that's kind of slow like that. But everything else is pretty much upbeat. Now, my biggest complaint, I guess, would be about this is that it's very much the same. The formula of the songs is very much the same. It's not a whole lot of stuff changing. There's a couple songs, like Outer Worlds, it starts like super heavy, like thrashy heavy, and then it goes back into the, you know, the synthesizers and the catchiness. You know, New Generation is more of a mid-tempo-y one. So other than those two there, everything else, it pretty much starts out the same way. Follows the pattern, big chorus, amazing solo, and they're all great. Now, if you're taking each one of these songs on their own and listen to them, fine, but all together, I was actually getting a little bit fatigued from it, not gonna lie. I listened to this one several times through. I actually fell asleep in the middle of it one time because it was becoming very monotonous, so that's not a good thing. It's kind of like, I was thinking about it, it's kind of like having I love M&Ms. But you get a big bag of M&Ms, and you know, they're all different colors, but they all taste exactly the same. And you don't want to eat the whole entire bag if you get one of the big bags at the same time, otherwise you're going to not be feeling so great by the end of it. So, my weird analogy for this one, my suggestion would be for them would be a little shorter and a little bit more variety in the tempos or even the arrangement. You don't have to write every single song as a single. I saw this episode of Herman from whatever his channel is, I can't remember now, from Dragon Force, where I was going back maybe a year or two, and it was how to write an Amaranth song, and he had Elise from Amaranth come on and like actually perform the song at the end of it, but he went through like a formula, and I mean it was kind of funny, but it was truthful at the same time. And I have a feeling that maybe Metalite watched that and followed it, and that's what they did here. I know some people out there are going to hate me for saying it, but that would be my biggest critique. Like I don't want to like bash on them too much, because the songs are really good, the performances are really good, and I really enjoy each individual song. It's just all together it was a little bit much for me. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, it was really enjoyable. If you like this kind of stuff, you're going to love this album. It's really good. Their other stuff is the same. I mean, their earlier stuff is the same. You could start anywhere with this band. This is like one of those bands that you'd kind of like, it's like the AC/DC of this style of music. You know what you're going to get. And there's really not anything wrong with that if that's what you like. So anyway, I don't want to go on too long about that, but as always, I welcome you to feel free to leave your comments. If you disagree with me, that's fine. It's all just opinions anyway. Like, share, and subscribe. Just keep this kind of music alive, because I think this music is really cool and it's fun to listen to. So anyway, that being said, we'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.